Hi, I'm Sandy Schreck for LBR Educates, and today we're here to talk about some of the fundamental components for a floral design. Thinking about the 4 F's, and those are focal, filler, foliage, and form, which are all different types of flowers. We're going to take a look at them quickly, but those will be components that'll really add a lot of visual interest into your design. So when you're choosing the different materials, the first one we want to talk about is focal. So focal is more of a round mass flower. So something like roses, Gerber daisies, and these are more the traditional size that you're going to see in a focal. But some of the less traditional would be something a little bit smaller, but you could use in mass, but still they're the kind of the round shape and repetitious of that same shape. So filler, lots of times everybody just thinks about baby's breath. Well, it's a smaller accent, but here you can see here's a leptospermum that could be added. That could add line and also some filler. Here's a heather that's a nice rich color. A couple other things that you don't think of maybe as fillers, but they're smaller blooms. And so this is a dianthus and then also a hypericum. Now these add textural contrast within your designs. So they'll add visual interest and draw you into the design. When we're talking about foliage, foliage is another item that will add texture, something like the glossiness of a Fatsia leaf, or the grevillea that has that multi-tone. Here we've got a foxtail fern that's a little bit more feathery. The seeded eucalyptus that adds that textural influence. And then coming in with something like an Italian ruscus that can add some framing and some great visual lines through your design as well. Lastly, we're talking about form flowers, and form flowers are more unique shaped flowers. So some of your line flowers are going to fall into that. So here you've got snaps and stock. So they're more of the line influence on it. And other form flowers are unique shaped blooms. So they add visual interest through your designs. So pincushion protea is something that could really add a lot of visual interest and draw your customers in. Here's another type of protea that's a longer lasting bloom, but it gives a conversation piece into the design. So think about those 4 F's when you're choosing your components, and I hope I've inspired you to create some fabulous florals.